All right, guys, we're here. We're live. As you can see, we're at APW, West Memphis, Arkansas. And tonight, it's all about the Smitty. And I got the man behind the mask right here. One and only, Rickey Kennedy. Rickey, talk to me about what this means to you, man, at APW, the Smitty. Biggest car in APW.
Yeah, it is. And I got goosebumps you just said that.
I did too,
That's
man.
crazy that you just said that. And man, so Smitty come to me one day and we was talking wrestling at a softball tournament. This is where I met Smitty, Truman, Arkansas. Of all places, Truman, Arkansas softball tournament. And I heard these guys talking about wrestling as I walked by. I turned around and I was like, hell, man, these dudes talking about wrestling. This is my subject. Right. Bruce was softball.
Right.
So, man, I turn around and I go back up, big, jacked up, all-headed guy, Smitty,
right.
Talking with some other guys, that I knew through softball, talking about wrestling. I was talking about the old Mid-South days with JYD down in New Orleans and everything at Park Coliseum with the rock and roll in the midnights and all the stuff out in Texas with Von Erichs and all this stuff. And I was like, dude, you know you're wrestling, don't you? And he was like, I watched it since I was a kid, And man, since that day, me and Smitty hit it off, and eventually we started playing softball together. And then next thing I know, we was going to wrestling events together. And then one year, 2018, a guy approached me about doing a benefit for the police department in Marianna. And I've done it. And first thing I thought of was like, let me call Smitty. See if he wants to be a referee. Like, he's loved this stuff his whole life. He done some refereeing for Burt Prentice back years and years ago. When Colorado Kid and all that was around in like Blytheville and Dyersburg and all that area. Yeah, Ozark Mountain stuff, yeah. So Smitty done a little bit of refereeing then. And he started traveling a little bit with the headbangers. And he made friends with them guys. Well, when all of that came about, he was wanting to wrestle. But they told him you could train, and then when it comes time to start wrestling, it's like you're too little, you can't wrestle.
He's too little.
So Smitty was little at one time. Smitty was a smaller fellow when he was.
I thought they was riveted.
No, it was straight shoot then. So so Smitty got in his feelings and was basically just ripped of everything he wanted to do.
Right.
So man, when 2018 rolled around, we done that fundraiser for the for the police department in Marianna. I called Smitty and was like, hey man, I know this is something I've always wanted to do. This is a benefit for the police department in Marianna. Do you want to come referee? He was like, not no, but hell yes, I do. So, we got together, man, and he started shooting me these ideas. And, of course, it was all old school wrestling like I love, like I seen the whole 9 yards. First he was going to do some Billy Joe Travis stuff with a guitar.
Right.
And but then we come to the deal where we acknowledged Smitty at the first of the thing. He'd been an APW, around APW for a while. Set the gimmick up where we awarded him, man. Me and him was best friends, everything. I was working Floyd that night, Floyd Flair. And sometimes with a 3, man, I had Floyd covered. 1, 2, 3. He got to 2. He just decided, man, everything that I've ever done in wrestling, he didn't like because I was successful and his dream got pulled out from underneath him. So when his dream got pulled out from underneath him, he envied me for living my dream. And him and Floyd turned on me, and that was the beginning of Smitty. And he come to me and he said, man, I really want to do this. I was like, you got 42 broken necks. You're old. You don't need to be doing this stuff. Softball is killing you.
Right.
And he's like, I want to do this. He said, I'll prove to you I can do it. Man, Smitty started training, and needless to say, he was doing stuff at 50 years old. Kids at 20 years old can't do right.
Man, I don't see how he did it.
He done it.
I took a bump months ago. I just turned 50. Man, it took me 6 months to take a
right.
I don't see how he done it.
Man, it was in his mind. And when he set his mind to stuff, it's just like me. When I set my mind to something, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Anything else is just a sacrifice. It's out of the way. I'm going for what I want to do. And I'm going to be successful at it. Well, I'm not going to give up trying until I am. And he was the same way. Everything I ever seen Smitty's in the, not a lot of people know this. Smitty played collegiate basketball. Hell of an athlete. Smitty's also a part of the Arkansas Softball Hall of Fame.
Man, I was talking to someone here when I got here, was telling me about that.
Yeah.
Telling me, I didn't realize that.
Smitty hit left-handed, pitched, played first base, played some middleman on the softball field, stuff like that. Always excellent at everything he done.
Right.
Matter of fact, I don't remember if it's right arm or left arm. He tore something whatever this is in your arm, he tore it. Had to have it fit. Well, it didn't heal back properly. So instead of him having to hit left hand, he trained himself how to get right handed and was still hitting at the caliber that he was left handed. You know, absolutely it is. So, I mean, pure athlete, a genius for this business. There was nothing about this business he didn't know. Loved Jim Cornette. Man, he worshipped the ground Jim Cornette walked. I'm a Cornette guy too. Me and Smitty didn't really care for his politics, but at the end of the day, you know, Smitty loved Jim Cornette.
Yeah, look, here's the thing. You can say what you want about his politics, but he knows.
Absolutely. He knows all of it. And he's called everything with AEW to this point. You know? And Smitty loved Cornette. Smitty also loves Randy Hagen. You know, Smitty always looked up to Randy Hagen. Randy had a good relationship with Smitty and Smitty's wife Laura.
I actually had Randy on here 2 weeks ago before Jackson. He mentioned Smitty, talked about how good friends.
Randy and Smitty were good friends, and that's really how I met Randy, was through Smitty. I never met Randy in my day, Randy Dundee or nothing like that. That's how I met Randy. And Randy just told me one day, he's like, "Thank you. That man dreamed of this his whole life, and he was a part of helping him live that dream." I said, "Man, he done all the work. There was just a ring there for him to do it in." So great dude, gone way too soon. We all miss him around here.
Dude. Look, I never actually got to meet him. Me and him had talked about doing a podcast.
Right.
We set up a day. Actually, I shot him some days. He's going to be gone on vacation. He's taking his daughter on vacation.
Yep, that's what it is.
So the next time I saw him, I was going to holler at him at the KAW show at the Slide Ride.
Right.
I don't normally go in the dressing room until after the show. So I was waiting till after the show to go in the show. And anytime I got back there, Smitty was gone.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to talk to him then. Didn't even get to meet him. We didn't get to shake hands, nothing. Then I woke up, I think it was that Tuesday morning. I think Facebook, man, it blew me away. I actually had to read it 2 or 3 times for it to kind of sink in what I was actually reading, man. Just out of nowhere, I felt like, because even though we didn't talk at the Slide Ride, he seemed fine. He was in good spirits. It worked good. Him and I want to say Mike Real.
Mike worked
across.
Yeah, they did.
Had a hell of a match.
Right.
And then boom, that Tuesday, I woke up and got that message. Man, it was like, damn.
Shock to everybody.
Right.
It's a shock to the whole world, honestly.
Right.
And just not just in the wrestling world here, the people that got to know Smitty, loved him, and knew who he was. Awesome dude. But man, the softball world, the Razorback world, he's a big Hog fan. His Sonic people. I mean, dude, them people, everybody loved him. If you had a bad word to say about Smitty, it's probably because you owed money and he asked you about it, something like that. But other than that, man, you couldn't ask for a better guy. Just me and him's been to Ring of Honor. Matter of fact, we went to All In, the original All In together. Me and him's been to Vegas, National Fairground, St. Louis, you name it. We've been up and down the road together. And it just at the end of the day, you won't find anybody else that loves wrestling more than he did, or smarter than wrestling, besides Jim Cornette. His idea. Everything he always come to me about, we may have to, find something else to associate with it. But every angle he come at me with, like, yeah, I'm in, sign it up,
Right.
So
look, man, we're here. We're in West Memphis at the Boys and Girls Club, APW, and it's the Smitty tonight.
it is.
Ton of talent here, man.
Absolutely.
Stacked. Like, I don't know the matches, but the roster is freaking stacked.
Right.
Talk to me about some of this talent that we're going to see here tonight.
And so for one, the big guy, Buck Skinner, he's back. He's been out in California doing his thing, representing APW out there, doing his deal with Circle 6, stuff like that. New Japan, all that kind of stuff. But Buck's back tonight, going to defend his title against whoever going to win the Battle Royal tonight, first show. And we got Prince Ahmed all the way from Egypt here, going to take on Wes Warren tonight. And in reality, if you pay $10 to see that match, you're getting probably about a $90 discount on that. Two great guys, two awesome talents that I just love watching. You can. Prince Ahmed brings you a different mindset of wrestling. You'll see stuff tonight. You're like, oh, wow.
Yeah, see, I've never seen him live.
Right.
I actually got to see Wes Warren about 3 weeks ago in West Tennessee for the show. I'll be impressed with Wes Warren. I'm so looking forward to this matchup.
The intensity Wes brings to a match.
Right.
And the deviance that Prince Ahmed brings to a match. It's going to be I may just go get a chair and pull up out there beside the ring and watch this.
There you go.
But we also got the modern day monsters taking on the Twins of Salem. You know, it's the first time they've ever worked each other.
I didn't know
First
that.
time they've ever had a match against each other, right?
Hey, that's perfect for Halloween. That's perfect for
Absolutely.
October.
Well,
Match was built for October.
The mindset was who's the scariest, most baddest of the bad,
Right.
you know, out there between the monsters and Twins. So we're gonna have that match tonight. We're also gonna have the Asa Mortem versus Nick's match tonight for the workhorse title. Then we're also gonna have CJ the Kid and Mike Reels back with a new attitude. Don't know where this attitude came from. I guess Buxton rubbed off on him a little bit. But back with a new attitude, man. Mike and CJ is ready to. They stepped up and going to take on the Storm tonight. Prince Adonis and Night Train.
Right.
So ought to be a good match there too.
Yeah.
We've also got Johnny Dotson tonight going to take on Austin Rathchild. Johnny called me, sent me a text first, and he said, "Hey man, I want a piece of that young kid that's got a promising upside." And I said, "Well, you got it. If that's what you want, you got it." He said, "I need a good test coming off injury, coming back to the ring." He said, "I want to try the kid." So I emailed Ross Rathchild. He's like, "Yeah, I'm up."
That's a.
He said he wants to cripple him, a old vet from Memphis. So.
Well, that's a big notch in
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely.
Johnny, here's the thing. People say what they want about Johnny. Been around forever, got a lot of experience.
Absolutely.
True professional, whether you like him or not. Let me ask you that. Man, Johnny's one of those dudes. There ain't no middle. There ain't no gray with Johnny. You love him
or you hate him.
Right. In Missouri, the people love him. West Tennessee,
they hate him.
Yeah. How are they going to react here in Arkansas?
Man, the last time Johnny was here, man, they loved him. You know, he went out, he had a match with Steven Styles. And he got the best of Steven that night, which, you know, Johnny's a vet.
Right.
And tonight, Austin Rathchild better bring everything he's got, because Johnny's not going to stop and lose a match because he wants to be on the up and up. Johnny's old vet. He's going to pull every stop to win a match tonight. So.
Right. Austin, he's a former workhorse.
Yeah, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
So this would be a big deal.
Absolutely. If he could get the pin on Johnny tonight, it boosts him up, you know, another level.
Right.
And that's the whole process, you know, of my mind of process of thinking was put these two together. Right. Either Austin Rathchild is going to make himself a name, or Johnny's going to be an example of it. Right. Johnny's going to make an example of him. So, it'll be a good match. Opening match of the night. You know, I want a good, clean, professional wrestling match. I don't know if Austin's got it in him on being clean. He takes the shortcuts now. So
well, let me ask you this: we're starting with a battle royal, right?
Absolutely. Pre-show at 6:45. We'll have a battle royal.
Okay. What time's actual? Well, I mean, what time does doors open?
Doors are going to open at 6. Bell time is 7 for the Smitty Memorial Show. At 6:45, we're going to have a battle royal. The winner of that battle royal is going to take on Buck Skinner tonight, main event for the world title.
Man, there's a lot of what if matchups right there. What
Absolutely.
What happens if we see Johnny Dotson?
Right. You never know what's going to happen.
What happens if we see Tommy Too Good taking on Bucks?
Tommy's got his hands full tonight too, with fully gifted athletes,
right.
Them and legit. So you never know what you're going to see. You know, it's going to be a 10-man over the top rope battle rule. So
but we're kicking off with the
absolutely we are.
Without a doubt, man. APW right there, All Pro Wrestling, based out of Marianna, Arkansas. One of the very best wrestling companies around our area, around the whole Mid-South area. Tonight's the night, West Memphis, Arkansas, the Boys and Girls Club.
Of Crittenden County.
Hey, we're kicking it off with a big battle roll, 6:45 p.m. Doors open at 6
o'clock.
Bring your tail here. Get here before 6. Get you a seat because it's going to be packed, Ricky.
Ringside sold out.
Ringside sold out.
Seats left, all general admission.
So you missed that. You should have been quicker. Ricky. My brother, thank you so much. I appreciate you giving me some of your time.
Absolutely.
Talking about APW. So looking forward to this show tonight.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
sir.
All right, guys. We're out of here.